see immediately. Jalen Sherrod has the defensive assignment like she did a year ago on Caitlin Clark.
Clark bodies right through Sherrod in an early bucket for Caitlin Clark.
5'7", so Caitlin goes right to the basket, uses her size.
Maybe could have had another foul called there. No whistle on Stolke. Oh, nice delivery. Clark to Martin. Marshall connects. Lisa Bluter told us how important it is for Marshall to see one go through early. She does there as Sherrod lays it in. Just to finish that. Here's Martin, deep underneath. Martin lays it in. Iowa had just 17 made field goals in that second round win. They already have 3 today. Clark left alone, lays it in.
You just see here, Vonleh is just playing in the paint, waiting to see. And Vonleh with drop coverage on the on-ball screen.
Ooh, Nolan gets out ahead and finishes on the gorgeous down-court feed.
You saw Caitlin Clark's hands down a little bit defensively. Iowa wants Sherrod taking that shot.
She's just 24% on the season from 3. Clark drops it. Stolke finishes. Nice delivery from Caitlin Clark. Talked about Stolke getting an early bucket being important for her. Vonleh bodies in and finishes. And Mia Sadler. Here's Clark. Nice look, and the layup is good for a falter. A big-time threat from 3. Whitaker dancing through the lane, couldn't finish. Here comes Clark, flings it ahead to a falter, lays it in, plus the foul. Here's Sherrod on the attack. Addison O'Grady there for the initial stop. They swing it here. Little mid-range jumper. Won't go. Gabby Marshall and Kate Martin talked about feeling it big time in those games in Iowa City, not wanting to lose on their home floor. And they hope they just might play more freely here in Albany, which they felt they did last year once they got to Seattle for the regionals. Around 2 screens. Clark not finding much space. Dumps it underneath the Stolke gets blocked, and 4.6 on the shot clock.
It's important for her to stay out of foul trouble.
Caitlin Clark telling us she feels Stolke is the best transition big in the country. Vonleh gets inside of Stolke and finishes. Here's Clark with Iowa swiftly up the floor. Clark being hawked by Weta. Clark able to finish.
Probing and getting into the paint here, just curling around Weta, getting inside and finishing. And
here's Sherrod back in, being guarded by Marshall. Kendall Weta into the corner. That 3 for Smith. Off the mark. Clark on the rejection, and the next one is a foul.
Oh, and you need to box out, and just a great job by Weta coming in, getting it. Oh.
Here's Clark around the screen from Stolke. Bounces to her. Stolke can't finish through the contest from Whitaker. Here's Sherrod all the way in. Lays it home. Here's Clark around the screen from Stolke. Bounces to her. Stolke can't finish through the contest from Whitaker. Here's Sherrod all the way in. Lays it home. Clark had to be careful already with 1 foul. Clark looking to take it. Off the dribble to the corner. Martin connects. Clark bounces. Needs help. Finds Stolke. What a pass! And Stolke lays it in. A delectable dime from Caitlin Clark to finish the first. Give you the Colorado lineup in a moment. Here's Martin cutting, extra feed. Stolke misses the layup. Battles back for it. Martin cleans it up. Clark around the Stolke screen. Being hawked by Sherrod. Sherrod falls. Clark dishes. Stolke finishes. Plus the foul. And a chance for 3 for Hannah Stolke. Falter over to Martin. Nice hands by Weta, coming up with a steal. Weta all the way in. It gets denied by Martin, but the follow is good. A number that Lisa Bluter kept bringing up to her team as they prepared for this game. Clark, she got it.
Caitlin Clark just goes where she wants on the floor. To the right, steps out, hits the 3.
Holly
There's a reason Caitlin can get to any spot she wants to on the court. She knows how to use her physicality. She told me herself she's got a little bit of a frail.
And the crowd responds.
Iowa in a triangle in 2 right now.
Wedas 3, rims in. Colorado finally gets one to drop. O'Grady can't flip it in, gets it back, kicks it out. O'Grady turns and finishes. Nice delivery.
Something that's minimal, but that can be called a foul.
Like what we saw on that made 3.
Yes.
Here's O'Grady. It's taken away by Sherrod. Jalen Sherrod dashing, dishing, Foreman hitting on a 3.
When they met Iowa last season.
At 18 points in that first half. Clark putting it in off the window. Caitlin Clark in double figures. By the way, that Foreman 3 set the program record for most threes in a career, men's or women's, for Colorado from free to Foreman. Colorado finding a better rhythm offensively here over the last few possessions.
Certainly.
Oh, Gabby Marshall was wide open. Clark did not see her, but will take the layup herself.
Really solid second-round performance. And then the Ivies, the grad transfers alongside Juju Watkins, have been stellar.
Affolter, great footwork, and Sydney Affolter finishes. A 12-point Iowa lead. You wonder too, Rebecca, if this gets to a certain moment with a certain lead at the end of this quarter, if Clark might end up on the bench, as Clark lays it in. Clark trying to urge on the Iowa supporters behind their bench. That jumper is good for Sadler. Clark goes to the bench with those 2 fouls as Foreman rings in a 3 with Clark on the bench. They've had Martin on the bench for an extended time with 2 fouls. Here's Stolke muscling inside, gets it back and gets fouled.
Parents do what they need to do to watch their children play.
That layup is good. Again, Clark had to be careful with those 2 fouls. Her back in. Oh, what a time. Clark on the money to Affolter for 2. Rebound knocked away from Affolter. Nolan's 3 off the mark. Another offensive rebound. Sadler lays that one in. Great activity.
Iowa was in a man-to-man. Colorado trying to get it inside.
Clark bounces low. Martin gets denied by Vonleh. Nolan gives it up. Stolke comes up with a steal. Here is Clark. Clark, oh my goodness, what a pass for the bucket and the foul.
Velocity on it to get it through the defenders. Just, if it's an inch to the left or right, that doesn't make it through.
Here's Clark behind the back. Draws 2, finds Martin. Her 3 is good. And not afraid to interject in a productive way. That's the kind of command Caitlin has.
Know how to use their voice and are willing to do it.
Way Miller in the corner knocks down the 3. Nice play out of the timeout. Dump it down. Vonleh has the size and the skill to finish, plus the foul. No foul.
It's just incidental contact, post play, physical post play.
Here's Clark flashing open. Driving it instead, working through Sherrod for the 2. Clark now swipes it away. Here is Clark in transition, always dangerous. Clark working behind Stolke and lays it in. Clark doesn't take the corner 3. Will drive it, shovel it. O'Grady, no, and it stays here. Sidestepping 3 won't be taken. Marshall has her pass knocked away. Here comes Foreman, great lead feed, and Sherrod lays it in. A Colorado bucket away from an Iowa timeout. Sherrod spinning, dishing, Vonleh lays it in. Martin looking to redirect, gets it to Clark.
It's really sped Iowa up, though, in their quarter court offense.
Martin hits the mid-range, 11th assist for Clark. Clark in the corner, connects on a 3. Second 3 of the day for Clark. She has 22 points. Into Miller. Miller unable to finish the first time, does the second. Miller can't finish. Rebound. Martin. Clark eyes up. Here's Clark. Wheeling back. Will fire. And hit.
He's coming down, feeling a little physicality. And again, Miller right in her face. And Caitlin drains it.
How about this, Rebecca? Since 2000, there have been 10 of 25 points and 10 assists. And Caitlin Clark has accounted for 5 of them. Oh, what a dime. And a Falter lays it in.
Nice patience.
And for those who don't know, Indiana, the Indiana Fever, have the first pick of the WNBA draft. As Marshall knocks in a 3. Here's Sherrod. Sherrod turns the corner, had a layup, gave it up instead, and Colorado ends up fruitless on the interior.
Yeah, Sherrod.
Marshall thought about launching and then throws it away. Winner of this game advances to the Elite Eight for a meeting with LSU Monday night as Foreman. Here's Martin, bouncing to Stolke. Stolke unable to finish, gets it back. Marshall's 3, you bet. Always asked to guard the best perimeter player, does that relentlessly regardless whether or not shots are going in, but it's such a huge boon to their offense when she is hitting 3.
But her goals are still alive with her future in that master's program.
Love that, Holly. You saw her father and brother here at the game. In the corner, Marshall on cue.
Gabby Marshall on the day, 4 of 5 from 3, stepping into it.
The lead has swelled to 27. Marshall has 9 of the last 11 Iowa points. Clark, great feed. Ediger lays it in. Papa Clark applauding the assist. Now 14 for Caitlin Clark. Here's Clark around the screen, driving it. Clark finishes. 27 points, 14 assists, 6 rebounds for Clark.
It was not a physically grueling game for Iowa, whereas LSU's was.
Nolan drops in the 3. Here's Miller, can't hit. Marshall, you heard, get a nice hand there. Nolan buries the 3. Here's Clark. Clark lays it in, 29 for Caitlin Clark. She's 13 of 22 from the floor. The layup is good. Gyamfi lays it in on another assist from Clark, her 15th today. Iowa would consider taking a foul to get Caitlin out of the game.
Yes.
Nolan in the corner, drops in another 3. Quay Miller will be finished as well as Marshall hits the jumper. Clark masterful today, 29 points, 15 assists, 6 rebounds, 13 of 22 from the floor. Get your popcorn ready. Iowa LSU, the rematch is happening. The Hawkeyes take down Colorado, 89-68, the final. Iowa advances to the 6th Elite Eight in program history. So much for Colorado to be proud of, and J.R. Payne after another terrific season. And Lisa Bluder's team is moving on to the Elite Eight for a matchup with LSU Monday night, 7 Eastern on ESPN.